Comrade, here's an awesome stretch to improve your spinal rotation. Sit in a chair and hook your feet around the legs of the chair so you're anchored, so your hips don't move all over the place. Sit totally upright. Then hold on to the chair and apply the pressure. If you try to stretch clockwise, you're going to contract counterclockwise. Then release and turn. Observe. And repeat it on the other side. Before you know it, you'll turn like an exorcist. Comrade, to relieve the stress in your neck, start by cutting up your credit cards and living within your means. Step 2, this stretch. Place your hand underneath the chair and lean away, strictly sideways, no twisting. You should feel the pull all across here. Then place your hand on top of your head and push your head against your hand. Hold the tension for a while and release. You're not trying to increase the range of motion as much as you're trying to release the spasm. And the other way. Feels good. Here's another goodie for relieving a tight neck. Place one hand behind your back as far as it possibly can. Keep your shoulder down, really down. And then tuck your chin in on the opposite side. Lean forward slightly. Then place your hand on top of your head and contract and release against it. You shouldn't feel much of a stretch in terms of you're not going to go much further. What you're trying to achieve is not to increase the range of motion, but to relieve the spasm. Have a good time. To stretch your pecs and open up your chest, stand inside a doorway or something equally sturdy and wide. Put your hands on the sides of the doorway and hold on to them. Keep your elbows slightly bent. Bring your shoulders down and back. Draw your shoulder blades together. Don't let your shoulders do this. It just hurts them. Now, lean forward with your whole body. Don't do this. Lean forward until you feel the load across the front of your chest. Now tighten up. Shallow breathing. When you tighten up, it's like you're trying to bring your hands across so palms would touch. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Enjoy. To be able to reach your arms overhead through a greater range of motion, for example, for swimming or weightlifting, do this stretch. Place your hands on top of a chair or kitchen top or similar object. Get down on your knees. This is the position. Your hands should be approximately shoulder width apart. Then you're going to get your hand down, and when you're down there, press down hard against the chair. and then release, and let your body sink down lower. Contract, release. Surprise your friends. Here's how you stretch your biceps and your shoulder. Be careful and don't overdo the shoulder stretch. It doesn't need that much flexibility. Get yourself in this position. Keep your elbows slightly bent. Contract. How do you contract? At the same time, try to curl and press forward. So it's a simultaneous motion, like this. So you're pushing this way, you relax. Move your body slightly forward. Push again. Relax. Move your body further. Push. Relax. Push. Relax. Push. Release. It's about as much as anyone needs. Comrade, here's an awesome stretch for your lats, that is your armpit muscles, and the muscles between your shoulder blades. Hold on to the doorknob or something else that's sturdy. Observe. When you hold on to the doorknob, you get your feet really close to it. That's how you put your weight. You hang from the doorknob. You keep your arms straight. You round your shoulders like this, so your shoulder blades kick out. Then you inhale, tighten up your armpits, and release. Observe. This stretch is a must for people who lift weights, and everyone must lift weights. Comrade, to complete the process of loosening up your upper back, started by the lat stretch, do this goodie. If you feel some tension on the upper back on the right, use your right hand and hold on to something sturdy, for example, the inside of the doorway. Experiment with the height of the grip till you find the spot where that painful spot, so you put the tension on it. Keep your feet really close right here. And experiment with the angle where you lean as well to find the spot where you load that spot the most. Lean in that tight spot. Inhale and tighten up. Pull with your arm. Release. Tighten up. Release. Tighten up and pull. Release. Tighten up your armpit. Release. And come back. Do the same drill on the other side. Once again, experiment with the height and find the spot that's the tightest. Comrade, to improve your wrist flexion or the ability to do this, get in this position. You can shift your weight from your knees to your hands according to your need. Shift some weight to your hands and contract. When you contract, you're trying to push this way. Contract and relax. Contract and relax. Experiment with the different angles. For example, like this. Contract, relax. Contract, relax. Do not overdo your wrist flexibility. Most comrades don't need it. To be able to bend your wrist back this way, that's called wrist extension. Assume this position. Note that my fingers are pointing more or less towards me and the elbows are locked. Then contract the muscle. When you contract, you do this. Contract, release. You can shift your weight back and forth according to what you need. Contract, release. Experiment with the placement of your hands. Push, release. Push, release. See, when you're moving like this, you can increase your range of motion further. Not that you need it. Be very careful and don't hurt your wrist. Comrade, the contrast breathing technique. Inhalation, tension for a second, release. Works well for the upper body, but sometimes it's not enough to stretch the difficult and tight muscles of your lower back, your hips, and your legs. Enter forced relaxation. This technique will tire out your muscles and make them relax. What you need to do is tighten up your muscles, make it very gradual. Take about 3-4 seconds to build up the tension. No jerks. If you jerk, you could get hurt. Don't hold your breath. Breathe shallow. And hold the tension for a period of time. Find your sweet spot. Some muscles you may find they relax in just 5 seconds. Others need to be held for as long as 30 or even 60 seconds. Don't need to time it. Just go by feel. When the muscle gets really tired and you feel that it's ready to go, it's ready to relax into stretch, at which point you can just perform the release and increase your stretch. The following stretches, the rest of the stretches in this video, employ the forced relaxation technique. The good morning stretch is the best thing you've ever done for your hamstrings. It's a complicated stretch, so before you do it, you must understand the proper alignment. If you don't, all you keep doing is overstretching your lower back and your hamstrings shall remain forever tight. Observe. Stand with your feet pointed forward and place your 2 hands right here on these creases. Keep your weight on your heels. You should be overbalancing and almost falling back. You may hold on to something for balance. Open your chest. Lift your chin high up and stick your hands right in here. Press them really hard. Keep your knees slightly bent. Stick your butt out until you feel some tension underneath your butt, in your hamstrings. At this point, you're ready for the hamstring stretch, the good morning. Get down until you feel that tension, then hold that tension for a while, release. Enjoy. When you can't go any further, squeeze your butt and get back up. Make sure to look straight ahead and keep your chest open. If I catch you looking down, you'll be doing push-ups. Comrade, if you're concerned with your balance, or you cannot do the standing good morning stretch for some other reason, you may do it while sitting on the edge of a chair. Make sure that the chair is not going to slide. It may be a good idea to place it against a wall. This stretch is identical to the standing one. Sit on the very edge of the chair, keep your knees slightly bent, crease through this spot. Press your heels into the floor. Keep your butt really tight. Hold the tension, release. Keep your chest high. Keep your chin pointed forward. Have a good time.